This tutorial is will show you how to add actions to different objects in your flip chart. So I'm just going to go to View and Browsers and open up my browser menu here. And this is the flip chart that I've emailed everyone with the different actions. There's the dice page, and then you have the clock and the Republican presidential candidate. So this is the same flip chart that I emailed you, and I'm just going to show you how I did several of those things. So what you do to add an action to any object, I'm going to start here with the dice, and my images I got from Google Images, but you can get yours from the resource library. So if I click here, you would have, I just have a small shared resources library because this is not a school computer, so I don't have a lot of resources like we do on our school computers. So, but you should have a shared images folder that you could drag out lots of different images to add actions to. Now in the resource browser, I can go ahead and click on the actions browser here, or usually what I do is when I have an object I just right click and select action browser and it'll open up this window. So once this window opens up, here are the different actions that you can have, and they're in alphabetical order as you can see. Lots of different things there. There's the clock. We'll use that one in just a minute. The dice roller is the one I'm wanting. So now that I have this selected and I right clicked on it, I'm going to select dice roller, and then you have to be sure to come down here and click apply changes. Then I'm going to click just in the white space so that my box will go away, and then when I click on this it'll roll the dice. Now I can change it to, for number of dice, I can change it to up to 5, and I can change the speed. So then I'm going to X out of this and roll the dice again. And it can continue to roll like that. So that's how to add the dice action to your flip chart. I'm going to X out of that just so we can start from the beginning again. Okay, so we'll do the clock next. So to add an action to any object, you just right click, Action Browser. This window will open up, and I'm going to select clock. Again, they're in alphabetical order. Here's the clock action. And then I'm going to go down and apply changes. And I'm going to close this for just a minute. Whoops. I'll do that again. Action browser, clock. Launch clock as, and I'm going to do both. I'm sorry, you do have to select that and then apply changes. Then I can close this. And now there's my digital and analog clock, and I can move it around on the page. So then when I click the clock, the clock will show up, and I can stretch this and make it larger or smaller. Alright, so that's adding the clock action. The balloon, this was the one where you clicked on it and it went away and revealed something underneath. So I'm going to right click on that and Action Browser. And this one is just called Hidden. And again, it doesn't have to be a balloon. It can be anything that you would like to disappear and reveal something underneath. Now when you click the hidden, you have to come down here and select the target image, which is my purple balloon. So when I click these 3 buttons to locate the target, then you see there's the clock, there's the balloon, and here's all the images that I have on my page. I want the balloon, so I'm going to go back up here to this one, and I'm going to click OK. Then I have to be sure and click Apply Changes each time, or that change won't stay. It won't accept the change. So I'm going to click Apply Changes. Then I can X out of this, and when I click on the balloon, it disappears. If I click again, it reappears. So that's how that one works. This one I had linked to a web page, so I'm going to open up a web page, and I'm just going to link it to the district website. So I'm going to copy this website, open up my flip chart. So now when I right click, Action Browser, and this one is under the O's for open. Here it is, open website. So I'm going to click on that, and I have to paste the URL into this box. So I'm going to paste that there, and again apply changes. And this could be any website. It could be the Educational Video Library. It could be you know, just a browser such as Google, or it can be anything if you're doing research or whatever. It can be any website. So you just paste the URL, click Apply Changes, and then when I click on it, that web page automatically opens. So that's pretty easy. This one was, well, I guess it's the example similar to the PDF file that we linked with the Mexican folk art. But I don't have that PDF file saved on this computer, so I'm just going to right click, Action Browser, and hopefully I'll have something on my computer that I can use in place of the Mexican folk art PDF file. So this is under the O's also for open document, file, or sound. So I'm going to click on that. Then I have to find a file to link it to, such as a Word document, an Excel file, a PowerPoint. So I'm going to click here, and I'm just going to look, see if I have something to link it to. Surely I have a Word document or something on here I can link it to. This looks like a Word document. So once I have my document, I'll click Open. And then I always have to click Apply Changes. And then this window pops up, and I have to be sure and select Store File in Flip Chart. The reason for that is if I share this flip chart with other teachers, or if I post it on Promethean Post or anything like that, as long as I store the file in the flip chart, that file will stay with the flip chart. So when I share it with anyone, they can open up the PDF file or the Word document as well. If I don't select this and I choose Store File Externally, it won't open the file for anyone except me or my computer where that file is stored. So always select Store File in Flip Chart, click OK, and now let's see if it will open that file. There it comes. So it's just going to be a little slow to open for me, but that's how you link to a file. Alright, so that's several different actions that we've applied to images. There were some more in the flip chart. Let me get my flip chart browser window back up. So you can see, I think there was one in the flip chart that I sent you for next page, last page, and I think first page. So those are on here as well. There's last page, and they are in alphabetical order, so next page would be with the N's, first page with the F's, and so on. And how I got that up there actually was I just used a shape. I thought this one looked kind of like a button. So you just draw a button. Then I just added the text to say first page, last page, next page. I placed the text on top of the button, and then I grouped them together. Remember, we learned how to group last week. And then you just right-click on it and Action Browser, and set it to first page, last page, next page, wherever you want it to go, whichever page you want it to go to. And apply changes. And then there we go, there's the first page of my flip chart. Okay, so that's how to do most of the actions that we looked at. I think any of the others should be pretty self-explanatory, the fill tool and that type thing. If you use the fill tool, just make sure that you create your chart, and I did that just using vertical and horizontal lines in the Shapes tool. So there's my horizontal line, there's my vertical line, and so I created the bar graph, and then I used the fill tool to fill that in. So that's your assignment, just to spend some time playing with the actions and finding some objects and associating an action with those objects. So just let me know if you need any help or have any questions.